We have now been here in Malacca for about 3 days, and today we're heading out to check out some of the main locations here in the city, hopefully get some good Malaysian food, and then later on we're going to meet up with a new friend we've been chilling out with this past couple of days. We're heading over now to one of the main areas in the city here, which is known as the Red Square, and as you can probably tell behind me, there's a very obvious reason for that. Everything is red. All of the buildings are completely red, the roads are red, and it's such a cool, colourful place just to walk around.
So if you've done any reading about Malacca or have heard of the city itself, you probably know it for this building right behind us. It's actually called the Christ Church, and it was made by the Portuguese during the Dutch rule. We learned quite a lot of things about this while we've been here, but it's a really, really interesting place, and I know we're going to learn a lot more today.
So over the years, Malacca was under a lot of different rule by the Portuguese, the British and the Dutch, and you can really tell it whenever you're walking around here as well. There's so much different influence everywhere, so many different styles of buildings, and it's just really, really quirky and unusual whenever you're here. Very European feeling, and it does feel very weird that you're actually in Malaysia, because it just doesn't seem like it at all.
So every country that has ruled Malacca has kind of had its own stamp left in some way or another, and the fountain behind us was actually built to commemorate the Queen's Jubilee in 1901 for Queen Victoria.
Fun facts, Aisling.
So there's actually a big river, canal, I'm not too sure what to call it, that runs the whole way through Malacca. And one of the main things to do when you're here is to actually get a river cruise. And we might do that later, I'm not too sure, but we'll wait and see.
And the whole way along the water here as well, there's loads of wee like bars, cafes, kind of restauranty places, and we can see at the minute they're all setting up. So we're assuming now in the evening time there's going to be a wee bit of atmosphere around here, so we might have to come back and check it out later on as well.
And they all look so quirky as well.
Yeah, proper quirky, all like covered in like street art graffiti, loads of colour, and they're just very fun looking places to go chill. So we've just come here to the Church of St. Francis, which is another really iconic building here in Malacca, and it's right behind me. What we didn't actually know is that the church is pretty wonky. Whenever you're standing looking at it straight on, it's really, really lopsided, and we don't know whether it was built like that or whether it's kind of sunk at one side over the years, but it's quite cool as well. We have really been enjoying our time here in Malacca so far, but to be honest with you, it just seems so random. There's so many just quirky random things throughout the whole city, from the colourful art, the weird kind of decorations, the funny kind of furniture and seats that's around, and even the tri-rickshaws, which are these like bicycle things that cycle around with tunes absolutely blasting, covered in like Hello Kitty, like wee toys and paintings and pictures. It's all just been a wee bit bizarre, to be honest with you, but it's been a proper quirky place to come and visit.
So that's enough walking around the river. We think we probably are going to go on the river cruise later on, so we don't want to spoil it for ourselves too much. So we're going to make our way over to Jonker Street, which is another main area here in Malacca, and we're probably going to pick up some snacks.
Okay, so we are now going to go for a wee walk down Jonker Street, which is one of the main areas here in Malacca. Hopefully we're going to bump into Kevin down here, because we're planning on actually meeting up with him now for the rest of the evening, do a wee bit more exploring, and then we'll see what else we get up to today.
So it didn't take us too long to find that Irish accent, and this is Kevin.
Hello.
Who we've been hanging out with this past few days.
Yeah, and I've even convinced them to stay an extra couple of days just because they love my company so much.
So much. So we're going to go and explore the Jonker Street area a little bit more and maybe get some food later on.
Sounds good.
So we actually visited this restaurant here behind me. It's called Jonker's 88 Group, and it was really, really tasty. If you want, you can jump over to Kevin's channel. It's called The Wild Irish Wanderer, and he did a video on us trying some food in here. Owen got a dish called the Babalaska, and then I'm not too sure what the dish was that me and Kevin got, but it was really, really tasty. But it was a great place that we definitely recommend.
Okay, bodybuilding contest. Let me see your best poses. Oh, come on, Kevin, let me see it. So there isn't actually too much happening around Jonker Street here today, but every weekend, Monday to Friday, there's a full market happens the whole way down the street here that we actually came to the first night we arrived here in Malacca. But unfortunately at that time we didn't realise it only happened at the weekend. We thought it was every night, so we didn't capture any of it, unfortunately. But just to let you know, it does happen. It is really cool, and we are debating maybe on hanging around a few extra days here just to experience it again the weekend coming.
So we have been walking around the Jonker Street area for quite some time now, and the heat is really starting to get to us. So we're going to go in search of some chicken rice balls, which we've heard quite a bit about since we've got to Malacca. So we had to go and give them a try ourselves. So we found a little cafe that are doing these chicken rice balls. They literally look like mashed potato though. So I'm not too sure what they're going to taste like. We've got a few wee like sweet chilli, a wee gravy, and I think a broth as well. So we're going to get stuck in anyway and see what it's like.
Just like barbecue then.
Typical Irish people hiding from the sun.
No, we're standing in the air conning.
Oh, typical.
Found my long lost twin.
Aisling the monkey. Something that has massively surprised us all over Malaysia is how much street art there is absolutely everywhere. We thought Georgetown was really the only area that kind of had this, but we've seen so much in Kuala Lumpur, there's so much of it here, and we now are aware of it in quite a few other locations throughout the country as well, and it's all absolutely amazing, to be honest with you. It's so colourful, so well done, and it's so impressive. It's truly blowing us away.
Detail in this. You can literally feel the texture on it.
Okay, so it is roasting the day, so we're grabbing a couple of shakes. I think I'm going to get a double shake, which is coconut with 2 scoops of vanilla ice cream and chocolate sprinkles, we think. And then also a pilam shake, which I think might be mine. Hello.
Kevin's a happy man.
Double shake lemonade.
One pilam shake. Can I get one double shake also? One double shake. Yes, please. Cheers.
Oh, we're going on a river cruise, and it was only 30 ringgit. We thought it was going to be a lot dear, so we said we had to treat ourselves.
Ready to rock?
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm so excited. So we've actually decided to do this at 7 o'clock because the sunset's around 7:30. So we are hoping to get a really nice sunset cruise, and the town itself actually lights up really nice come night time as well. So we're really hoping we get to see like both sides of it.
Kevin's having a blast.
Best day ever.
So we are just back, and the cruise itself was actually really nice. We were a wee bit afraid that we were going to get bored on it, but it was actually quite nice. It was a good way to see a little bit more of the city, and we didn't exactly get the sunset we were hoping for, but we're back off now, and we've seen a few food spots that we want to check out now, so we're going to make our way down to them. I have no idea what we're getting. It says a radish cake, but I don't know. We'll have to wait and see what it is, but it looks good.
So we walked down the road a wee bit further and we found like another restaurant, kind of street stall-y kind of area. We ordered ourselves a couple of burgers. We've ordered a mutaba, a chicken mutaba?
Chicken mutaba.
Chicken mutaba as well.
Mutaba ayam.
Mutaba ayam. And we've also kept our other things that we have that we're not too sure what they are.
The radish cake.
Radish cake, yeah. But we're looking forward to tucking into these because we're getting very hungry now. So this is going to be a new one for us as well. The burgers are square and rectangular. Never had a square burger, so I'm sure it's going to be interesting. How do you feel about the fact you've ordered a square burger?
Oh yes. Ask me when I have it and see after that first bite.
This is the radish cake that we went in with first. It is really, really tasty. It's like very eggy. I don't really know how to describe it. It tastes like it's like
spuds.
Like spuds. It nearly looks like spuds and egg, but it is actually really, really good. It's got a wee spice, wee kick flip, and I kind of wish we had to order 2 portions. To be honest, it's not going to go too far. This.
We can go back.
We can go back. It's really good.
Really good. Nice
Disappearing. So Kevin got this burger and I have never seen anything as saucy as it. So we've also got a mutaka, a yam, which is just a chicken mutaka, but it looks a little bit flatter than what we usually have and a little bit burnt, but I'd say it's going to be really good. We've got some spicy looking sauce, chili paste, a wee bit of chickpea dal maybe, and then this is our spicy one that we really like, so I'm going to give it a wee, oh she's hot.
Good.
Good. I haven't had a bad one yet, to
That's
be fair.
the taste I like to see there. So I'm not sure if a matapa is actually a Malaysian dish or an Indian dish, so I'd love it if somebody knew to comment down below and let us know which it actually belongs to. But we only found out about them and started getting them once coming to Malaysia, and we absolutely love them. We've had them at a lot of local markets here in Malaysia, throughout all of Malaysia basically, but we've also had them in quite a few Indian restaurants, so that's why we're a wee bit confused of what type of cuisine it is. They are so good, and I would say they're probably like our #1 favourite dish we've had here in Malaysia over kind of this past maybe month. They are just absolutely class, so tasty, so nice, and just a real treat as well. So as if we didn't already have enough food, we are about to get stuck into a goat burger or hot dog that Owen just ordered, and it looks so saucy, so messy, and I literally don't know how we're gonna get stuck into this. And we've never had goat before. Yeah, it'll be our first, so let's give it a go. And it's a rectangle. It's a rectangle burger. It's the rectangular section of the menu. I think this is fascinating, Owen. Yeah. Can you tell? No, that doesn't look like a good start. I didn't get any goat, it fell out the bottom. Is that burger the goat? Greatest of all time burger? The goat of all burgers. So apart from the fact it's drowning in sauce, and that's like probably 90% of what you can taste is just the sauce, the goat's actually pretty good. It doesn't taste anything like a beef burger, even though I was kind of expecting it to be like nearly beefy, but yeah, it's pretty good, like, it's not too bad. Just very messy, very saucy, and yeah, just a bit of a mess altogether. I think you're doing a much tidier job than what I did though. We have had a great day just walking around Malacca and seeing some of the areas that we haven't walked into yet, and we really enjoyed the river cruise as well, and chilling out with Kevin, if we do say so ourselves. Fantastic. So we are going to leave this video here. If you've enjoyed it, we would love it if you give us a like, comment, subscribe, and if there's any more recommendations while we still have a little bit more time left in Malaysia, we would love them if you'd leave a comment below, and yeah, we'll see you in the next one. See ya.